Hey, listen, some of you are giving up way too fast. Way too fast. Yes, times are challenging for many people, but I remember a quote that Jim Rohn, Rohn, said one time as I was literally years ago. And he said, the same wind blows on us all, right? The wind of opportunity, the wind of change, the political wind, the financial wind, the health wind. The same wind blows on us all. But the difference in those that are able to overcome the challenges of life is not the blowing of the wind, but it's the setting of the sail. And I'm here right now, depending on what time you're watching this, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, to remind you that you are giving up way too fast. I'm reminded of the story of David and Goliath, and so many people listen or they read the story of David and Goliath and it sounds good. You know what I mean? David killed the giant and he became king. But I think we miss a lot of times the key points that led to David being able to capitalize on that opportunity. And right now, so many people are missing the opportunities to capitalize on facing the Goliath in their lives. And I don't know, this may apply to you, it may not. But I want to share a couple things. I was actually getting ready to head out and it was like literally it was on me and I couldn't shake it and I said, man, I have to get this out. And so I want to give you a couple of points to be able to face the Goliath in your life, regardless of whatever the Goliath is, right? Whether it's health, whether it's finances, whether it's relationship, whether it's business, whatever the Goliath is, I want to give you some key points in order to be able to conquer Goliath and come out on top. I remember years ago, a mentor of mine shared something with me that resonated. And to this day, literally, it had to be about 15 years ago now. He said that you're at the brink of a breakthrough when you can see Goliath eye to eye. When you're able to look Goliath dead smack in the eye, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you've been prepared to take him down, whatever it is, then you know that you're right at the precipice of your breakthrough. And so I want to share a couple things. Number one, if you are going to conquer the Goliath in your life, the first thing you have to do is change your mindset. I get it. It's easier said than done, but it also requires an intentional effort on your part to change the way you're thinking into changing a new pattern recognition. I was having a conversation with my son this morning, um, and they're getting ready to take a major test here in Texas. And one of the things that I was sharing with him was that he doesn't like math, and I get it. You probably watching this now, and you don't like math, but he doesn't like math. And one of the things that I was sharing with him, I said, "Son, you have to change the way you think, and you have to change the way you're talking. You and I are the sum total of the things that we've thought and said based on those thoughts on a consistent basis. And so, if you want to see something different, you have to say something different. And this changes your mindset. The Bible says that we are transformed by the renewing of our mind. Renewing, remember, there's an ing on the end of renewing, which indicates to us that this is a daily discipline that we must develop in our lives. So you have to change your mindset about the Goliath that you are currently given the opportunity to face. I really want you to hear that statement. You have to change your mindset regarding the Goliath that you are given the opportunity to face right now in your life. The second thing you have to do is you have to develop the discipline. Develop the discipline to do what? Develop the discipline to look at Goliath and say, you're mine. Look at the discipline to say, it doesn't matter what my past looks like. I am not my past. I've learned from the decisions or the things that has transpired in my past, but I'm not my past. And so you have to develop the discipline required in order to have, watch, the stamina necessary in order to conquer Goliath. Goliath has been studying you for a long time. That's why he showed up. But you have to develop the discipline in order to conquer Goliath at a whole nother level. Number three. Now, this one is going to be tough for many, many people. And I know for a fact because this was probably one of the most challenging things that I had to do. And I talk about it a lot. If you've been following my content for any period of time, I've been talking about this a lot in just about every other video or whatever that I do or training. And that is you have to change the people around you. But that's not the point. The point is, I want you to write down a list of all opposition. Okay. I want you to write down a list of all the opposition. Now, this includes the people. This includes the people that have hated on you over the past, the people that have told you that it would never happen, whatever it is, the people that have convinced you along the way that you're not worthy of whatever it is that you are pursuing in your life. I want you to write a list of all of the opposition, and then I want you to give thanks for the motivation, for the internal or the external push that opposition has actually put you in position for. I hope y'all hear me. Write down a list. And I get it. Some of y'all won't even do this because you don't think that there's any power in it. I'm telling you, write down a list. This is not me telling you to keep track of the people that's done you wrong. I'm telling you to physically write down a list of all the opposition, whether it's health, whether it's finances, whether it's business, whether it's relationship. I don't care what it is, but make sure you include people that have doubted you over the years. And I want you to give thanks for the opposition. Okay. I want you to give thanks for the opposition. Number four, if you are going to face and conquer Goliath, you have to cultivate your skill set. There's a book, I can't remember the author of the book, but it's a really good book. But it says that what got you here won't get you there, or something like that. What got you, or what will take you there won't, it's something like that, right? I got to look for it. But what got you here won't get you there, or what, it's something like that, right? Look it up. Anyway, if you if you look it up, you'll find it. But you have to cultivate the skill sets necessary in order to conquer Goliath. Remember, Goliath is a skilled warrior. He's a skilled enemy, right? And the reason that he is presenting himself to you is because he knows that you're almost at the door of your breakthrough. And so why not come and try to prevent you from crossing over into the next level? Because he knows that you have what it takes, but you don't know that you have what it takes. And so you have to cultivate this skill set. If it means that you have to go and get a degree in your area of your field, then by all means do what you have to do in order to get that. Are y'all, I hope y'all hear me. If it means that you have to add a certification to your skill set, then by all means do that. If it means that you need to network with someone that has the knowledge that you need in order to get to the next level, by all means do that. If you need to develop the skill set in order to be good at budgeting, do that. Goliath knows your weak spot. He knows your weak spot because, watch, because you have verbalized your weak spot for so many years. He knows exactly where to attack you. Your responsibility is to cultivate that skill set. Number five, after you've cultivated the skill set, you have to develop the courage to pursue Goliath by taking it one step at a time. Okay. So many of you know that when we moved here to Texas, we had honestly less than $200 between the two of us in our bank account. But we knew that God was leading us to this area. We didn't know why, but we knew that he was leading us to this area. And what I want to really encourage you with is to understand that when you know that there is greatness on the other side of your fear, when you know that there is confidence on the other side of you taking a step, you are much more prone to do the necessary work and take that step so that you can seize the opportunity that you and I claim that we want. We sit up at night and we imagine the things that we can accomplish. We imagine the places that we can go, and we imagine all of these things that we believe we can have. But yet, when it's time to take the step, we are too afraid to step out, right? Because I'll speak for me. I was the type of person that thought that I had to make this huge leap in order to see any progress, or to within myself feel that any progress was being made. However, it's one step at a time. It is one step at a time that's going to allow you to take Goliath down. But the courage that you need, here's the oxymoron of it. The courage that you need in order to conquer Goliath can only be obtained by taking the step. It doesn't happen by osmosis. It doesn't happen because you just want it to. You have to take the necessary steps in order to take him down. And then the last thing is, you have to trust God while you believe in yourself. You have to trust God while you believe in yourself. It's not always an easy thing to do because we're so prone to wanting to um orchestrate things. We want to orchestrate things, and we want to make sure that all things are that it makes sense. Right? We want to make sure that it makes sense before we move forward. But sometimes you have to get out of your way. Most times you have to get out of your way. You trust God while you believe in yourself. You may say, Dr. Mike, how do you believe in yourself? Reach out to me. Let's get on a call. I will help you be able to chart the path and believing in yourself. But I need you to really, really take inventory of the things that you're giving up because you're afraid to face Goliath. So let me go through these points one more time, and then I'm going to get out of your way. Number one, if you're going to conquer Goliath, you have to change your mindset. Number two, you have to develop the discipline. Number three, I want you to write down a list of the opposition. This includes the people, and I want you to give thanks for the hidden opportunities within each one of those oppositions. Okay. Number four, I want you to cultivate your skill set. Number five, I want you to develop the courage to pursue by taking one step at a time. And then number six, I want you to trust God as you believe in you. Okay. So I wanted to jump on here really quick. I got to get out of here. We got to head up to the salon and make sure things are flowing. But follow me on all platforms if you haven't. My social media tags are right there on the screen. And by all means, I want you to connect with me. I am on a mission to make sure that you are able to receive everything that God has for you. If you have not done so yet, I want you to connect with me in our email list. You can see it on the screen, depending on where you're looking at this. But if you can't see it on the screen, just go to MikeLewisInc.com, and I want you to become a part of the Leadership Collective experience, where we go in and we share even greater detail about things like this. Okay. So, again, I just wanted to come on and share this message, okay, because it was heavy on my heart, and I just really felt the pull that someone needed to hear this. All right. Goliath is going to show up, but he's showing up because he knows that you're very close to getting to the next level in your life, but you have to make a decision that you're going to take him out. Okay. And the reality of it is, only you can do it. So, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I never, ever, 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 ever want you to lose sight of this truth, that when you are living in your purpose, there's no such thing as competition. I'll see y'all next time.